non-traditional draft there, right? These picks are less proven here. The Neza with Execute there in the Clash lane. Not often do you see Execute in pro play, so that's very interesting to see the Execute Neza coming out. And then we see Shark with the stun Zhongfei here. He actually really likes going stun on the Zhongfei. He's the only person I see actually play that common skill there on Zhongfei.
You usually see like a Prison Sprite, a Prison Sprite heal or smite. Yeah.
I think Prison Sprite is probably like the better version of stun, but stun has that immediacy, being able to immediately hard crowd control down the targets. So maybe that's why he goes ahead and prefers that one there.
Yeah, I hope it is gonna be rewarding the team here. But as we see here, usually whenever you have an Arlie, from the past games that we had an Arlie, everybody goes to the mid lane, goes to the Clash lane, get the teleportation circle, then go back to mid. So they are just accelerating the Arlie as much as they can and giving her all the resources. And I like that BTK learned this from the Twisted Minds game.
Absolutely. BTK showing that they could adapt and learn a thing or two from some of their opponents here. And Zane is definitely getting farmed up this game. Got all the farm mid there. And then now gets this teleport sprite to go ahead and maybe goes back middle here. Yep, catches another wave. As the side of 9Z setting up a lot of pressure here bottom with the D-Renji and idea against the Xiao Xiao.
Yeah, I like this. I like this development from them. 9Z are just letting Sick get the resources and get the mid lane as much as he can. But it's going to be way harder when you're playing a Fade, right? Compared to Agudo, in where you can put your body forward, the Fade needs to be on the sides and wait for the minions to get close to the turrets before he can clear it.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's not able to have that kind of safe initiation in that furball, right? He has to kind of put himself in danger if he wants to get into the thick of things and do that damage.
Oh yeah, let's see if that's gonna work out for this. I think somebody's setting up something here. They see
here we go.
Right? They know that Boba Zane is waiting on the side. He has been blocked, and that is aura farming with that first blood.
Man, they had to have seen Sick there in the wall, right? Zhongfei was in the bush there, but that might again go back to inexperience. They don't know that Fade can just kill them there. Fade just Fade didn't know Arlie was there, right? But once he made an educated guess and identified that, jumped right in, gone ahead and comboed Zane there. And that's the thing we were talking about in draft here. When you play this funnel strategy and invest so much in your Arlie, it really hurts your team when it goes down.
Oh man, the hardened Shade Mark is just so hard to deal with. Let's take a look at the Sue play again.
Yeah, he sees that. He had to have seen him in that wall there.
He tried to dash too. He hit the wall. That's why he wasn't able to dash away. Which is very unfortunate though for Boba Zane. But right now, they're trying to put more pressure. 9Z got that opening. That's not good.
That is the MOBA Zane Arlie that we've heard tall tales about here, as we are heading a little bit into the Tyrant here, coming up in about 40 seconds. 9Z have a little bit of an advantage, about a 700 gold advantage here. BTK is doing a good job of keeping up. They have to ensure that, you know, their prized possession here, Arlie, that they're investing so much in, is able to stay alive.
You know what? What I'm waiting for is a Skyfall. I'm waiting for a Skyfall from WinRJ, and when he joins the fight, that is when everything's gonna go crazy. Go for the knock up right here on the mid lane. Best player one. Oh no, you can't move anymore. That's another kill.
That is that hardened Jade Mark there. I think it is the name, right? That's the correct name. From Sick there, being able to lock up any target. It is not just heroes. After the rework, he can also do that to objectives and secure Tyrants, Overlords, without anyone being able to steal their kill, either a teammate or an enemy.
Oh yeah, that is it. 9Z just gonna be taking the Tyrant here. Best player one is not in position to contest it, and you can't even contest it. If you're fighting against a Fade, you can't even contest it.
There we go. There's another situation there. He was able to lock up that Tyrant with that ultimate, and it gives the enemy team literally a 0% chance to steal it. Because once that Jade is on that target, no one other than Fade does damage to that target there. So he guarantees that Tyrant.
And we trust the players that they know the timing, right? So for sure, it's not going to be stolen by the other team. So BTK,
the timing is generous too with Fade. He does a lot of damage with that ultimate.
It's very easy to get to the execute threshold, right? That's why. And now 9Z already, even if you don't see it right now on the map, they're already establishing their advantage in this game just because of those skills, those objectives that they have taken. And Fried Chicken on the top side might be in danger here. Just, okay, he was able to get out.
Yeah, he was able to get out here, sniffs out the Fade being up there, but we see Fade teleport bottom here. Uh-oh. We've seen this before. We see Arlie under tower, half HP. Are they going to make a push here? No, they opt to just go back and farm.
Yeah, Skyfall has been used. They have the ultimate already. They got the stun on a lot of people. Best player one was able to spot the Blood Rage, but no, he's not going to survive that. On the front is Hoon. He survived. And that's the hard Jade Mark to end the kill. Killing spree comes in for 6.
Man, Fade is just such a stylish hero. He's locking you up there, freezing you there. Oh, and there's another one here. This is the tempo that we know 9Z is able to go ahead and perform when they play assassin junglers. Sick. We were mentioning they're known for his assassin play. He's able to dictate and run the game on these assassins.
I love it. I love to see assassin junglers, honestly, and they are very, very flashy, everyone. 3-0 on that Fade, almost a 2k gold lead against best player one.
And he's going full damage Fade as well too. We've seen some Fades build a little bit more conservatively with a Giant's Grip, the Blood Rage, and the Blazing Cape, but that is not sick. When we say assassin, he plays assassin. Their Axe of Torment into Master Sword, full damage.
Oh man, even going Master Sword, he is just gonna go full damage. And there you go, the Master Sword, you called it, here it is. So now nobody's gonna survive him whenever he dives.
Absolutely here. A lot of pros have transitioned over to kind of to Frostbar there, you know, because it's kind of like a better item than the Master Sword. But Sick there is gonna try to do some sick damage with that Master Sword. He doesn't care. He doesn't want to be tanky. He's here to assassinate his targets.
Oh yeah. Oh no, that's gonna be dangerous. Sacred Tree Blessing got to slow down. Imperial Order is not gonna hit. There's some damage coming in. He needs to get close. Fried Chicken trying to get close. There's some healing coming in. Rampage comes in, and Sick was still able to take the kill there in the end. These are Red Alpers with Win RJ onto the back line. Boone is gonna be the target. He's gonna be dead, and Nova Zane is in front, trying to get the space onto Leffy, but he's not letting him happen. Win RJ is just being a wall in front of Zane. Zane is gonna be dead. Shark is gonna be next here on the chopping block, but he's still gonna be surviving that.
I thought when Zayn was coming in that he was going to clean up that fight, but Neza was there to keep him distracted and actually solos him out there and does not let him clean up the members of 9Z. I'm so surprised no one went down there on the side of 9Z.
Oh yeah, it's going to be tough here for the side of BTK. Even though it's not as dominating as what Twisted Minds did, 9Z is slowly establishing the map in their favor, and they are really just ahead when it comes to macro.
Absolutely, and we were mentioning Fade's one of those picks that, you know, is feast or famine, and he is feasting right now, and when he is feasting, it is really hard to play the game. There's so much kill range. You were talking about kill ranges in the game prior. Fade can jump all across the map. He could go from bottom to mid in like a second with his wall jumps here. So you have to be extra careful where you stand.
Fried Chicken left alone. Imperial Order. Oh, he's not even going to be able to hit anybody. Win RJ is going to come in from the back. Was able to push it back away. The damage is going to be there. Yes, Leffy and Noon are dead. But in front is Win RJ. BTK is doing a good job here. Was able to fight back. But here comes the star of the show. He's going to be taking everybody down one by one, but at least best player one is keeping the team alive, and the double kill comes out. Best player one is trying his best, but he's not going to survive this. A 4-4-4, at least BTK was able to fight back.
Absolutely, 4-4-4. You know, while BTK is behind there, they're down 5,000 gold. Taking a 4-4-4 against a team that's up 5,000 gold to you is really impressive there. If they can keep doing some of these kind of trades here, they can get back into the game.
You can see the respect coming from Sick, right? Sick knows that whenever Sacred Tree Blessing gets popped, you know that you're not going to win the fight. That's why after dashing, he just goes out against Fried Chicken.
Yeah, he just baits it out, man. And that's the hallmark of a good assassin player, right? Knowing when to weave in and out of the fights, baiting the opponent's cooldowns, dodging them, and taking opportune times. And ooh.
Oh, nah.
Neza didn't even get the chance to arrive there with the Skyfall as well there. He was late to the party.
That's true. He's not even able to get there. And now, look at this. It's a 4-4-1 strat that 9Z is doing. Putting a lot of pressure on the top side so that Sick would be able to push in the bottom. He's not going to get killed anyway because he can run away, but best player won. That is a kind of scary spot to be in.
Yeah, this is a strategy you guys can maybe adopt in some of your games at home. If you're a really strong hero like the Fade, when you're really fed, you know no one can 1v1 you. Tell your team to go 4 in a lane, and then you go on the opposite side.
Ooh.
If they send 2 people after you, your team wins the 4v3. If they don't, you win the 1v1, right?
They're taking both objectives, though. That is a very cheeky play. Tyrant has already been taken, and now the Overlord is down, so they got double objectives here.
Absolutely. When you're so ahead, you're able to just take both objectives and sync it up. You're only hindered by that primal bond there if you take it out, and then you have to damage down the other side of it. So usually teams are going to kind of DPS them at around the same time and take them at the same time. So
with
that
Arday, with his Skyfall onto the back with Hardened Jade Mark, that's going to be a free kill. Fried Chicken's going to be next. They have 3 on the board already, and that was a fast engage here for 9Z.
I think a little bit of what we're mentioning in the draft here is coming together here. They have a composition that is all about investing in that Arlie, but it's so hard to survive, right? He's against the Neza that can just target him down from like anywhere on the map, really. He's against a super fed Fade, a Mai. While, you know, we joke about Zane's Arlie a little bit here in the KMW, he has really tough games where it's not easy to survive as Arlie.
Yeah, honestly, 9Z is just so ahead that right now. Oh, I rattled out for the 4 and of course mobilization. What a good combo coming in from the side of BTK. This might be what they need, and that's enough. The 2 kills is enough to push them away.
There we go. BTK holds on from that push, taking a nice 2 for 0. But look at the side of BTK. Where did all their towers go? They're down 8 towers to 9Z Globant here. And as we've seen earlier today, once you lose all your high grounds, it feels like it's, oh man. There it is.
That was so fast, man. I didn't even see the damage. Like, what was that? That was crazy. Oh no, Zane, you shouldn't take that. He's gonna be dead. Oh no, he actually took the fight, and now he's gonna go in forward. Sick, trying to move forward, gonna get the damage. Hardened Jade Mark is gonna be killing one person, please, and that's good enough. This is gonna be the ace for the team. Sacred Tree Blessing was used by Fried Chicken, but he's gonna go. He doesn't care. He's just gonna go for the kill.
Moon steals the Penta there. Sick diving into the enemy's base there to try and you know, secure it there. They're 9Z Globant, but they're playing super bloodthirsty.
I'm gonna be mad if that was me. My Penta just got
I would also be upset.
Oh, bro. Moon is gonna be dead here. Crystal is gonna go down. And 9Z, what a dominating game against BTK. Game that everybody's looking forward to, especially Phil, because we have a Zhang Yu on the win RJ. So this game is gonna be intense, everybody. This is the last game of the day, or maybe we can have a game number 3 if BTK pulls a miracle in this game number 2.
Absolutely. We do see best player on the monkey there. Speaking of top global, I'm pretty sure best player is one of the highest, if not the highest, global monkeys here in the global stage here. So that's one of his most consistent picks. Hoon on the Ganon mode, not a pick we've seen him play yet, but I'm very curious to see how he goes ahead and does with it there as one of these damage style mages.
Yeah, one thing that they should learn here for BTK is that whenever somebody picks up the Luna, you should find a way to invade. Because Luna level 1 is so weak. You need to invade her because once she gets to level 4, she's gonna be good already. She can really be independent after that.
Yeah, absolutely. And as we mentioned, you know, Luna's clear is kind of telegraphed. She usually starts blue, but she didn't do it this game, but that means her clear is relatively slow. You can go ahead and just take that blue and really hinder and slow down her level 4.
Oh yeah, and now with this level 4 already on Sick, so the problem has been solved for the side of 9ZG. No invades have happened, but also just thinking about it, Monkey together with a Toya, not really the best when it comes to invading. The level 1 to level 2 of a U1 is also very good, which is why I do think that's the reason why they did not go for the invade.
I would say invades don't always need to end in a, you know, a kill or a buff. You can send someone like the Dolia just to harass the jungler, you know? The Luna has a really slow clear, and then, ooh, Dream Roam stops.
Has been canceled. That is good, bro. New Moon is not available. First Blood comes in for best player 1. When RJ does have the flash, uses the ultimate right here, will be able to run away, but they can dive him for sure. This could be a double kill, and that's good. BTK starts with 2 kills.
Beautiful Dream Roam there coming out from best player to cancel that teleport. I'm sure Sick was already looking and thinking about what he was doing on the other side of the map here, so probably got caught a little bit off guard there by that Dream Roam canceling that there, and that led to a pretty good fight for the side of BTK.
Right now, we're seeing this a good start for BTK. This is a flip of a script for the team and very important, especially comparing this from the first game. At least they got 2 kills.
Yeah, they're already up 1,000 gold here, so they just need to go ahead and keep this up and keep this momentum going here. Don't let 9Z go ahead and get back on their feet, because you know they will not let you guys get back on your feet if they're in the same situation.
Yeah, they're not going to be hesitating here. Right now, BTK is going to be waiting for the 4-minute mark and are going to be setting up the Tyrant. So far, both of our teams are going to be going for that second clear on those junglers so that they can fight on that Tyrant.
Absolutely. We have 50 seconds up until the next Tyrant. BTK has a really impressive gold lead here now, going into the Tyrant up at least 1,000, almost 1,500 gold here. If they can play this fight right, it will set the pace for the game and help them cruise into a good mid game here.
Yeah, best player 1. It's too far forward. Dream Roaming's in front. Lefty was hit, but no, this is not good. Taking Liberty, he's going to be there. They use the healing in order for them to survive. And best player 1 still stays alive.
Best player 1 looking for that counter engage there. He knew he had that reset from Shark there, right, with the Dolia, so he goes ahead and jumps in and knows he can still Dream Roam out if it needs to. Moon did use the board to go ahead and trap him there, but he's just so tanky, especially since his game is relatively accelerated from that double kill in the Clash lane.
Yeah, no Celestial Melody for Shark, but Nova Zane already has his ultimate up. Right now, Sick already starting with the fight though. Still has the New Moon on his end. Best player 1. Oh, what a steal! Still was able to take it in the end. Right now in front, Fried Chicken fighting against a lot of people. The Hegemon Slash is not enough to get the kill there.
He even committed the flash there, but it looks like Fried Chicken was just a little bit out of that sweet spot, because if you hit that sweet spot, it does so much damage there on that Zhang Yu. But we were mentioning earlier, almost all the games we see them play best players, some of the best and most accurate smiting here when it comes to those objectives. I've not seen him lose a 50-50 yet.
Zeba, very dangerous. He can't see it. But the other team doesn't see it too. Hoon, that could have been a free kill.
Yeah, Hoon just opting to go back into mid lane, getting his farm up. He's not been involved in too many fights this game here, the Ganimo. Usually you want to involve yourself in these fights and getting some kills.
Oh, he's going to move forward, but a great cancel with a guard your grave against Luffy. Cancels the ult right there and then, and nothing, no kills is going to happen.
That was absolutely perfect timing from Hoon there to cancel that ultimate. Leffy was in his ultimate there and he even tried to purify it, but it was too late. Hoon already canceled it.
Forced Unending Sorrow, Flaming Palm could have killed him, so he had to use it. With RJ, doesn't have any flashes though, but he can move forward. Oh no, they're gonna move. This is not good. Nova saying that is not good. They're gonna get stunned. Force the infinite fastest away. Freshly forged on the hands of Hoon. Not gonna hit anyone. In front though, mid lane. Passive positive, and no kills are gonna happen just yet. Sick, not gonna finish them.
BTK really showing out this game. They're up 2,000, almost 3,000 gold here. This is the momentum they need, and it is happening here. Great job on the side of BTK here.
Yeah, they're doing a good job. 2K gold lead, almost 3K. And so far, 9Z hasn't been going with their aggressive movements like last game.
Yeah, the Luna is not quite able to, maneuver around the map as quickly and as kind of unhindered, kind of as that Fade maybe would jump onto walls. There is definitely another really quick hero around the map, but it needs to set up those enhanced attacks with that Moonlight to reset those dashes, and doesn't quite have that, mobility that they used in that first game.
Yeah. Right now, Leffy needs to get a good fever barrage whenever it comes to those big fights, and Moon needs to get that hit on the board. It's not as easy compared to the last game. They need to hit a lot of their ultimates up in this fight compared to that. That's why they're kind of struggling on starting these fights. Win RJ.
Fried chicken here.
At the back, fried chicken at the back. I think this is going to be it. A kill is going to happen, and that's it for 9Z.
I gotta say, he held for a really long time though, but best player jumping in 1v4?
Yeah, this is a 1v4. This is not a fight that he wants to take. It might be a bit too late for the team. He doesn't have any members right here. So that is a 2-kill for free for 9Z.
A bit of miscommunication potentially coming out from BTK there. I don't think jumping in 1v4 is what you want to do out here on the Monkey. He was so ahead, and they go ahead and give that right back over to 9Z, and just like that, the gold lead is almost equalized.
Yeah, I think the pressure is just getting into them. That's why they opt to go forward. 30 seconds on the clock for the Tyrant. I hope no more mistakes happen for BTK if they want to win this.
Absolutely there, but he was so tanky there though, the Monkey. You saw even in a 1v4, it took them so long to take him out. They had to expend ultimates on almost every single person there. But now next time they take him out is going to be a little bit easier now that they've cashed in on that shutdown.
Yeah, they should try. 15 seconds. Minions are still not in the middle lane. They have to clear it on time, because it's a bit off time compared to the last Tyrant, so they need to clear it first. Here it comes, the board a bit too advanced. Shark got caught up into it, and that is very ironic. The Shark got caught in the net, but it's still alive.
Almost taken out Shark there. We're seeing some really tanky Dolias so far here in the tournament, right? They're able to survive a lot of punishment being trapped there. Oh, I thought for sure Shark was going to get taken down there, but he did not.
Yeah, stay alive. On the top side, we do have Sick, so they're not going to contest that Tyrant.
BTK taking the second Tyrant here. Again, great objective control this game. A little bit of a mishap in the Clash lane made it so that they lost their gold lead here, but they're still doing a great job controlling the objectives of the map.
Love what I'm seeing here, Phil. I love this upgrade from the side of BTK. At least they're playing it well. So far, you can see it. Even with the kills that they have, 9Z is still in an advantage, but that force out of the way. One more wave breaker, but Shark is still gonna stay alive.
Dick is just so brutal on all these assassin junglers here, chasing you into your towers and making sure he tries every avenue before he goes ahead and goes back home.
Wait. On the mid lane is where they go. Look at the map. They have half HP on the top side, so that wave should be covered for the side of BTK. But for now, 9Z is playing a bit too safe, right, compared to the last game.
Absolutely, but I would say their team has really explosive engages here, right? The Zhang Yu, once he gets that, skill 1 flash onto multiple members, being able to displace people and chain it with his ultimate here, Marco Polo is able to come in as well too. So while these fights are not as skirmishy as game 1, I think once they do line up and click together, it's going to be team wipes coming out.
Yeah, look at what they're doing here, right? What they're doing here for the side of 9Z, they're just making sure that the side lanes are cleared, and they are not letting BTK go away from the mid lane. Here it comes. Tyrant's being taken. Sick was able to move forward. No more dream roaming for this guy. Never mind, it has been resetted by the Celestial Melody. Shark is left alone onto the back line. The fight is happening in front, and that is a kill already for Sick. Trying to go for the chase down onto the back. Shark could be their next target. That Freshly Forged wasn't able to hit. Infinitas has been pulled, and this is best player 1 in front of everybody, but Sick on the back line was able to execute Hoon. They're moving far forward. They got the damage mode, but Zane is also going to fall down in front. 3-4-1 has happened, and they are going to go. They want more. They want the tower on the mid lane, and the Celestial Melody has reset yet again. Best player 1's ultimate.
Absolutely there. Wow, what a great fight. Sick getting we saw mid fight there, 8 limitless moonlights there, but he effectively dashed almost.
Go for the steal. What?
Ooh.
We got the steal, and best player 1. That is a good play, but now the punishment is going to happen. One more kill has been given to the side, or rather 2 for 9Z.
Best player 1, best smiter 1 there. I was saying he does not miss those smites, and he delivers once again. One of the most consistent smites in a player I've ever seen, actually.
Oh man, Tyrant is gonna be taken. Right now, no smite for Sick, so it would be scary. Maybe. Okay, never mind. Nobody's gonna go.
Yeah, best play was not around that time. He was taken down, but if he was around, he would find a way to go ahead and secure that one too.
Yeah, he's gonna put his body forward, gonna sacrifice it for sure just to take that Siren.
Yeah, but this game's definitely a lot closer, but 9Z is starting to actually, on top of, they were behind, but now they're actually in the lead by 2,000 gold.
Where did they put the Shadow Vanguard? Oh, bot lane. Okay, they have the Shadow Vanguard on the bot side of the map. Look at the gold here, everyone. We can see that Leffy has a 1k gold advantage already on that frigid charge. So once he goes in, everybody needs to be scared. BTK has the right idea here that they're going to the bottom side of the map because that's where the Shadow Vanguard is.
Absolutely, there's the Zhang Yu flash.
What a good setup, and now the board is going to come in. Everyone's going to move down. What a good ultimate from their side. Best player one is not going to survive that. Only Mobile Zane was able to get out.
Beautiful engage there coming out from Zhang Yu. Skill 1 flash connecting onto the back line there and repositioning himself to land that ultimate on the remainders of Decisive BTK. This could be it here. There's 4 down. It's only Zane left to hold against everyone.
Could be the finish. They got the stun on Zane. They got the slow too. This could be the end. As we said, 10 seconds before they stay alive. This is the end. 9Z just found one good fight, and that's it. This game is over, and 9Z is gonna put a dent in the record of BTK again. They get a 2-0.
Man, that was the explosiveness we were talking about there, right? They were not taking as many small fights and early game kills as we've seen in the Fade game, but once they all clicked together,